Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the X4 Tides of Avarice, Cradle of Humanity, and Split Vendetta expansions. Space. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of it. These are the voyages of Captain Sokka. My mission? To start with one ship and 10,000 credits, and make a name for myself. Will I trade? Will I fight? I don't know. But join me, won't you? This is X4, a roleplay series. Sokka's log 8250217. After the attack from the Xenon Eye on our shipyard, it is now up and running and operational once again. We put a high preset on all station modules, allowing the station to defend itself if that situation ever comes up again. We inspected our new personal office on the Research HQ. Bozo introduced us to one of our supervisors, Carrie Redbrock, who said that employees were taking time off work and going to a casino, and said that if we had something similar, we might keep the employees on board. We met with Drek Wada, a race organizer who said he knew the blueprint, but we had to help him with a task first. The first step was acquiring a ship that could compete in their racing series. Luckily, the SS-24 Gordon did the engine modification race earlier and was a good fit for what Mr. Wada wanted. We did a bit of a time trial in the Gordon, and Mr. Wada said that although it wasn't the fastest time he'd ever seen, it was good enough for government work. After handing over the keys to the Gordon to Mr. Wada, he pointed us to a race official who was up to no good and asked us to investigate. We found a spatial anomaly that the racers were using to cut the course, so Bozo suggested that we overload that and fly through it a bunch of times, rendering the cutoff useless. Ultimately, the Gordon finished second, but Mr. Wada was good with his word and gave us the blueprint for the casino, which we attached to Sokka's Sweet Shipyard. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Sokka's Space Vlogs, and we're here on the flight deck of the Tiger's Claw. And there's a jump gate in the distance, which will be extremely important. You can see my destroyers there, and as well on the flight deck are these brand new Terran Gladiuses. Now, you may be wondering, how did you get these Gladiuses? Did you go buy them from the Terrans? No, actually, in the meantime, I've been spending a crap ton of money. We are now down to 28 million, and I was as low as 2 million in the bank account. We did some work here at Sokka's shipyard. If we take a look at the blueprint itself, you can see some brand new Terran components down here. So yes, indeed, we bought the blueprint for the Gladius from the Terrans. Come to find out that the weapon output is extremely strong with the Terran meson beam. But in order to even make those ships, we needed 3 different modules here. The metallic microlattice, we needed computronic substrate, and we also needed silicon carbide, which wouldn't be all bad. We could afford all of that, but you can see the second solar panel attached, and that is because I was not expecting its production needs. Looking at just computronic substrate alone needs 24,000 energy cells an hour. And we were only making 10,000 an hour with our 1 energy cell production. So we're a little bit behind. We are splitting the difference, buying extra energy cells. Of course, the best course of action would be adding another solar panel. But for crying out loud, the Terrans are very needy on their energy cells. Boo boo bee boo, we're the Terrans and Venus gives us 190% natural sunlight resources for more energy cells. Frickin' rat bat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be too critical of the Terrans, for they gave us an impressive couple of fighters. It just takes a hot minute for us to make these Gladiuses from those rare materials that not anyone in Argon Prime makes natively. Luckily, the Cigaris Pioneers and some of the Terrans actually have been helpful in delivering those components. But as we are stationed right by this jump gate, let's tell Captain Nakano to head on through. There's an unmarked gate right here on the west side of 18 billion. We've never been through there before, so maybe this can lead us to those new folks. So we are going to, why not, explore? We'll go through that gate and see what exactly is on the other side. Hopefully we don't look too aggressive coming in with a carrier group and some destroyers, but we're bringing the Excalibur and a few fighters just in case we need to get, you know, down on the surface level. Dock at a much smaller location than a carrier can get into. But Captain Nakano, be careful. We don't know what is on the other side of this jump gate, but hopefully new prospective trading partners. And it looks like we are indeed on track to meet some new folks, as just outside this jump gate is Vig and Rip. And forgive me, I'm not for sure the faction names just yet. The Vigor Syndicate and the Riptide Rakers. -5 with the Vigor Syndicate and straight even with Riptide Rakers. So hopefully we can improve their point of view on Saka Spaceworks, get to a mutual trading. Kind of think of me as a Talati in this situation. We also captured a scale plate, I think it was a Pelican, I think it was, 50 service crew on it, not too many Marines, so we sent in our full contingent of 100 Marines on board. Unfortunately, 15 were lost, but old Ivan Kojima is ahead of the pack as our leading, probably not in COIC, but he's the highest ranking PFC, that's for sure. So if we do need some Marines, they're at least 1 star, at least some of them are. We also have 1 specialist crew member on board, and she was instrumental in bringing that nearly destroyed scale plate freighter back online. We stripped it full of parts, got about 3.5 million of our credits back, and now we are comfortable enough that we can accept all estimates. And as you can see, the shipyard needs 51 million in daily running, and everything else is nice and easy, but that shipyard with all of those specialized components definitely require a lot of money in the bank.
Entering system.
Hey, you. In fighter. Split scans show you carry contraband.
Sure?
Safe to say you do not mind dirtying hands. If true, Split want to offer mission you might be interested in.
Okay. All right, new mission available.
If I face the chest, my assistant should stay clear of any illicit business.
I'm sure Dal has a plan.
Nonsense. You should never pass up an opportunity to gain such insight into this place's socio-economic structure.
I agree,
Besides,
Dal.
in a system owned by the Syndicate, who is the real criminal?
All right, so we have someone that requests our presence. All right, Miss Nakano, if you would be so kind, remove all orders. Just sort of wait here. We don't want to overstep our welcome. And let's see what Maestro wants. All right, so important mission offers the Arcadian Endeavor Contraband Connection for 50,000 credits. This Maestro speaking, captain of Arcadian Endeavor and leader of Empyrean Curs. Arcadian Endeavor has made its name by navigating far corners of the Jump Gate network, breaking the law and regulations of a vast number of governments and organizations. This posting is open to anyone not intimidated by oppressive authority crackdown on pirate activity. Experience in smuggling and avoiding law enforcement is a plus. Must bring own ship with sufficient cargo capacity. So we do have the our fighter on board, the Excalibur. We need to talk to Maestro and smuggle space weed. All right, we'll accept that mission there. And,
Good. Meet Split aboard Arcadian Endeavor for further discussion. And bring S-sized ship with sufficient cargo space.
all right, so an S-size ship. So good thing he specified small. We have 2 versions of small ships on this carrier. We do have our 1 Eclipse Vanguard, and we have the Gladiuses. And I'm not sure about cargo capacity here. So 320 meters cubed for the Eclipse, and 360 meters cubed for one of the Gladiuses. So it looks like we are going to be hopping on our Gladius. All right, let's get down to the flight deck and snatch up one of our new fighters. Hello, Captain Keppel.
Can I
I'm
help?
Sokka. Nice to meet you. Looks like you are ready to
Sir.
go. So, onward to meet Maestro. And the wingspan on these Gladiuses is quite impressive. And this is a well-illuminated system, I do have to say. Nice to see all of our fleet there ready to go, flanking our carrier. Very nice indeed. So Caitlin will get us to Maestro. Looks like he's right here. In fact, yeah, it's one of those ships that we saw bringing goods and supplies to our shipyard whenever we needed it the most. So nice and easy, Caitlin. Watch the wings. This thing has, you know, quite the area you need to be cognizant of. All right, so let's talk to Maestro the Split. Have to walk around this thing out the back. Tell you, with those wings and everything, you can't just walk straight out. Hello, Empyrean Kerr.
Hello.
So we can't hire you, but you're an amazing engineer.
Goodbye.
Good to meet you. All right, Maestro. I imagine you'll be on the bridge. Yes, sir. And let's meet our prospective split friend. Hello, Maestro.
There you are. Split is Maestro. Invited creature here because Split noticed you carry illegal wares. Split and crew, the Empyrean Curs, have embarked on journey towards complete independence. Split interested in bringing someone who does not mind breaking laws.
Sure.
Safe to say, you fit profile. Regular smuggler and best pilot, the Ace, has prior engagements.
I hope to meet
So,
the Ace.
Crew needs someone to smuggle space weed. Small assignment. Test if you're trustworthy. You interested?
Well, why don't you tell me more about yourself there, Maestro? Let's get introduced a little bit.
Yes, of course. You ask how come Split commands Empyrean Curs, rabble of pirate misfits, and so far from Split space. See, Split never part of broader Split culture. Born into small makeshift family of Split during shutdown. Even though connection re-established, Split not feel at home with ferocious Split families.
Sure.
Split always prefers to use wits and be free from all obligations.
Now, I like
Growing
that.
up in Windfall, Split really not have choice except fall in with Vigor Syndicate. They taught Split to steal, cheat, and kill, if Split must. But Split disagrees with direction Vigor heading now. Short-sighted, exploiting vulnerable people, lack vision.
I know a guy
Much
that can
more
help you out.
interesting marks out there now. Split and trusted friends decided to strike out on own. Now, crew roam network aboard ship looking for opportunities to make money. However, crew see fit.
Now, I'm all about making money. Not sure about the however seems fit. But it's a good thing that you got out of split space while you did. Or not return to proper split space, because the Xenon are having a field day with your people, I'm sorry to say. Let's see where this goes. Sign me up, please.
Good. Split knew Split could count on you. Crew already transferred space weed into your ship's cargo hold.
Oh, already?
Split let Bayer know to expect you.
That
To
was
get to
fast. I thought I
Bayer,
had to get
you
it.
cross-policed space. Careful not to be spotted. Swift travels.
All right, deliver 120 units of space weed to the Hatikva Free Port, and don't get caught. Interesting enough. So do we want to trust Caitlin with this, or do we want to try to fly this ourselves? I guess we'll see how long of journey this will be, and they're already taking off on us. We'll leave the victory here in Windfall. All right, and where exactly are we going? So back through 18 billion, across through Silent Witness, into Silent Witness 11, and then back to the Hatikva Free Port. Now, since that is in our cargo bay, we can't be cheeky and just hold it ourselves, I don't think. So if we get spotted and scanned, that's going to be a bad thing. Tell you what, Caitlin, you can take it from here, and if we do get a little bit scanned, I will take over for you. How's that? All right, Caitlin, fly straight. Nothing to be concerned about, nothing to be worried about. Just fly casual. And our new pilot in our new Gladius that just took off from the Saka shipyard, the next one in production, knows another way to get here. Going through Hatikva's Choice down south through Silent Witness 1 and coming down through Windfall Union Summit and making the jump that way. So we'll be able to use this pilot to sort of scout another way there, which isn't bad. And yeah, so far so good on the old...
Just entered system where space weed illegal. Most groups in network prohibit at least some wares. Some systems more lenient than others.
Yes.
Crucial to our survival to appreciate such nuances. Keep distance from police ships. Hope they don't spot you. If they do, hope your ship is faster than theirs.
So that's a good point.
Be wary,
The
not to get
Gladius...
caught.
Oh, I know, Bozo. All right, so we got out of Silent Witness 1. There was a police medium fighter down here just south of the gate, but we managed to avoid detection. Now we are in unclaimed space, so I don't think technically space weed is illegal here, so even any patrols in this sector that would see us wouldn't mind too awful much. So it's off to the Hatikva Free Port. How is our Gladius coming along? Aha, so there is our second Gladius right there. So it's one jump from Silent Witness 1 into Windfall Union Summit. So one more fighter for the Tiger's Claw and about a couple minutes away from the free port. Oh man, heavy Xenon presence here by the free port. And Pioneer. Oh crap. Hold on, Caitlin. We have a lot of hull, not a whole lot of shields. Less shields than the Eclipse Vanguard, so we're gonna hug this station just a bit until our shields come back up. And if we can, we will assist. So the M is 4. Let's try this big old meson stream. Holy crap. So that could be an issue. I haven't actually used one of these meson streams before. And that was just a pump and dump. Just like a bam, and it was done in less than a half second. I'm sure massive damage output. All right, so you got about 2 seconds with the meson stream, and then you've got to wait 2 or 3 minutes to get it cooled down. So what I might do is, in between shows, I will swap out some of these weapons. I'll leave one beam, because I mean it'll pack a punch. But we'll put on some other weapons that we can use more than just a half a second every 2 minutes.
Can I help?
Caitlin, as you were, go ahead and proceed with the current orders. We will dock up and deliver the space weed.
So you can just transfer space weed without issue. Cannot usually sell illegal wares to stations without establishing black market first.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, so let's trade it off. Caitlin, go ahead and get that done, please. All right, 120 space weed to the station. Go ahead and confirm.
The ship will be undocking soon.
All right, mission complete. All right, Caitlin, let's get back to the Arcadian Endeavor. If you please, go ahead and dock up and wait. Make sure that's what you're going to do. And we will be on our way back to Windfall. Outstanding. Let's see if the other Gladius I put in an order for is still under construction. We put in, I do one order every now and then to make sure that we have the goods. And that will be the last Gladius that I make with the 4 meson streams, because for crying out loud, it's inefficient for sure. So I'll keep that in mind in the future. Luckily, we only have... what is that, 6 Gladiuses made with that configuration. The rest of them will be fine. We'll go ahead and intercept for Commander Alpha. And looking at our shipyard, there are 9 additional ships that are scheduled to be built. So as those goods come in, we will make more ships for our friends around the galaxy, make some of that money.
Entering Silent Witness 1.
And speaking of which, how much are we sitting at now? Ooh, 1.5 million from the shipyard. A good haul. Up to 37 million. The bank account is feeling a lot better. and we'll see if this run with Maestro is any more lucrative. An interesting design for these Gladiuses, that is for sure. The forks on the front look pretty intimidating. Once we get some different weapons, I'm thinking an assortment. So one of the Meson streams, some pulse lasers, possibly even a Gatling cannon. Might not be too bad. Basically, I just want to make sure that these Gladiuses are not sitting there idle for 3 minutes while their main weapon system cools off. But if they do need the Meson beam, it will be there for them. Caitlin, let's go ahead and dock and speak to Maestro if you please. Oh, so you're the pilot. Look at you, Ace, 5-star.
Hello, you must be Chipmunk. I must have just missed you the last time you were here. You see, of everyone in the Empyrean Curse, I am the best pilot.
I mean, you've got the headgear to go with it.
Towards unsuspecting traders or tangle with the local security forces, you can always call on me. Oh, I am Ace, by the way. A pleasure to meet you.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, please.
Certainly. I was the first one to join the Empyrean Curse after its founding. It quickly became obvious that of the four of us, I was the most gifted pilot. In those early years, when the Vigor Syndicate was not quite as established as it is now, we mostly made our profits from targeting the occasional luxury trader.
Valid.
Occasionally, we would supplement our income by smuggling illegal wares during those brief periods when someone ambitious seized control and tried to enforce some semblance of law.
And you're not all about the
has
law.
grown stronger and more dangerous, though. And with the gates reconnecting us to other systems, we have started turning our attention outwards. I usually participate in scouting activities, but also take part in combat raids, which are my true burning passion. I like fighting my enemies head-on, for the most part.
Okay. I could use someone like you in my company. If you would like to sign, I imagine you're very expensive, though. Well, it is nice to meet you.
Yes, but enough with these formal introductions. The Maestro asked me to see how well you perform under pressure. Coming under fire is the truest test of character, after all. So, the two of us are going to rob a trader. Do not be nervous. I will be with you every step of the way. You go ahead now. I will be right behind you. In my trusty old ship. Perhaps it is time for an upgrade.
Okay, I don't think Maestro has anything for us now. He possibly wanted us to talk to Ace. Let's just see if he has anything to say. Probably not. And as we learned with the Xenon, our Gladius is not going to be good for combat just yet.
There you are, Chipmunk. Relieved my skills of appraising creatures' criminal talents did not betray me. As
Indeed.
Split said before, Empyrean Curse very much still growing. Crew used to be connected to many black market dealers in policed systems, but Ministry of Finance especially ratcheted up internal and external security. You help us establish new shady connection. Need to buy specific illegal item from black market, but none of current associates carry it. Split mark station with highest chance of criminal elements there. Do not be nervous. Split talk you through process. Best get to it.
Sure thing, Maestro. I guess it wouldn't hurt to establish a contact. All right, so a couple of missions then. One from Ace and one from Maestro. And they might be teaching us the pirate ropes, as it were. Hello, crewman Empyrean Kerr. All right, nice to meet you. Goodbye. He was much nicer than that pilot who delivered stuff to our space station. Yeah, but before we go to any sort of combat, we want to get 3 of these meson beams off. That is for sure. So what we'll do is get a replacement Gladius on here with a high preset. Mark III engines for combat, full Paranid Mark III shields. 1 meson stream. So we will do 2 Mark II pulse lasers, I imagine. And let's try a Mark I bolt repeater as well. We'll do basic docking computer, long range, and police scanners. We don't need any flares of any kind. That is fine. And no crew required. We're going to be... Nice, 2 minutes and 49 seconds away. That Gladius is getting built. And as far as us, we'll go ahead and, resume your duties. And she should be on her way to the Tiger's Claw to do an escort. So we'll get back to the Tiger's Claw and await the production of that brand new Gladius.
Let us see if you can find a system that is not too heavily patrolled.
Indeed, I agree.
Killed in action on our first outing.
Yeah, that would be bad.
For a suitable target to rob, it is usually a good idea to start at a station. Space is vast, after all, and finding ships can be difficult. But everyone needs to dock at a port, eventually. I have now sent you the location of the station I have selected.
Alright, so Ace has guided us to a location. That is good. We'll check that out once the fighter is made. And possibly what we might do, actually, is take the Excalibur there. He didn't say anything about it had to be a small fighter, so if we take the Excalibur with the newly fitted Gladius, that might be a good pound-for-pound little fighter group. So, Mr. Slammer, I have a bit of a surprise for you. We will be getting a new small ship for our docking port. However, it is going to be a brand new Terran Gladius. So, as soon as they get here...
Operative, the Intervention Corps just signaled that their fleet is approaching the Yaki base. If you wish to contribute to the war effort and reap the spoils, now is the time to engage.
Well, best of luck to the big Terran fleet. We will get there eventually, but we do have some things to do, like getting to the Teladi Nostrap oil factory. So we will await the arrival of that new Gladius. Once it gets here, we will head that way and see what we can do over that way. Yeah, I don't know what ship is over that way, but it is certainly purple. And Gladius coming in for the landing with those different weapon configurations. Once that is aboard, the Mr. Slammer will be making his way to the Teladi Nostrap oil factory, which just happens to be right next door. All right, Mr. Slammer is on it. We'll be going through the gate here shortly, and then we'll see if we can make a pirate contact, I suppose. All right, Mr. Slammer, I will take it from here just in case. We are heading this way, 188 kilometers away. So let's get to the meeting point and see what's up. Let's turn on all weapons, and we might need all turrets just in case. So we'll go ahead and arm and attack current enemy only. That way, if we don't have anyone selected, it's not going to go fire like crazy. More Xenon just out of range, but this time we are ready for them. With a craft that has a lot of shooty-shoot and a fighter that also can shooty-shoot. So that is outstanding.
Approaching station now. Initial contact with Black Marketeer occurs through signal leaks. Split found one. Marked it for you.
How
Fly
handy.
Close with scan mode on to intercept signal.
All right, we have scan mode on, and it looks like the data leak is right over here. Now, let's not think about this too awful hard, because we met Bozo through a data leak. But hopefully this ship is sensitive enough to get the data leak without slamming into it, because it kind of looks like we're jammed a little bit. Yeah, it's as I thought. The The ship is too big to intercept the data leak, but what we can do is help out these folks with our fighters. We're already here, and I'm feeling much better about this than the Gladius. There is one down. Good night, sir. What did we pick up in our cargo bay? Nevidium and a programmable field array, so that is worth some money. But yeah, what I'm gonna have to do is either spacesuit out or take the Gladius up to that signal leak. But no harm, no foul, but this thing's nose is just a little bit too big. All right, just in the Gladius here. And we should be small enough in this crap to scan this data leak here. We can kind of hear him.
I'm taking a big risk.
There we go.
So if you decode this are you interested in a job?
All right, access to unsanctioned trade offers. Deliver 3 unstable crystals.
Mission interrupted. New mission activated.
Now, unstable crystals.
You need to deliver unstable crystals. Can use crystals to craft spacesuit bombs, which is why trading prohibited. But crystals fairly common natural occurrence. Crystals can be harvested from asteroids. Either mine asteroids yourself or look for broken off crystals in regions with concentrated mining activity.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I might have unstable crystals in my player headquarters. Bozo, it's important. Do we have any unstable crystals here? No, we do not. I don't believe. No worries, though, because our friend in the Hornet isn't too far away from the asteroid belt here in Argon Prime. And just, there we go. Collect that drop there, Hornet. We'll go ahead and grab that from the pilot and then warp back on into Grand Exchange 1. Nope, not Grand Exchange 1. Back into 18 billion. Yes, indeed. We have the Excalibur, because this thing belongs in a museum, if not anywhere else. But thank you for taking care of our very first ship. Brings back memories for sure. Do you have those unstable crystals yet? Aha! So we did. Good deal. So hand me your inventory, sir. All right, so we got it. Head on back to the station, and yeah,
Good.
keep this
You
thing
have
nice and
enough
waxed.
crystals now.
Yes.
Time to return to Black Marketeer.
All right, will do. I'll see her soon. Mr. Rittman, I have a job for you. If you would be so kind as to dock on up at the factory, please. We will go ahead and deliver our 3 unstable crystals. All right, nice and easy, Mr. Rittman. Thank you so much. You can wait here or head back. Either way is fine with me. But let's deliver these crystals. I imagine we are heading to the bar, if I had to make a guess. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, we have that casino that we actually built on our shipyard as well. We'll have to take a look at that next time, because I think after this, we will call it good. All right, the seedy belly of the station, and here we go. Black Marketer Ratakit.
Can I help?
All right, I've got the stuff.
Great work.
Good. You established this contact. Make use whenever you see fit. Now buy Woodworm security protocols and return them to me.
By the Wormwood security protocols. All right. Hey,
Can I help? Here
yeah,
you go.
you got a, what you got here? AGI processors, you'll buy that. You'll buy the decryption module. Part of me wants to keep that stuff in. We will buy up a security bypass system, though. We don't have any of those. And we also need this, the Wormwood security protocols.
Split wish you fortune.
Thank you, Split. All right, so we've got them. Now we just need to deliver them. I don't know exactly where we're going. Probably docking back up with the with Maestro if I had to make a guess.
You will need to do much Sorry.
Oh, we've got Hive Guard. Yeah, you're gonna be busy. Get up. All right, let's try out this new weapon configuration on this Hive Guard here. All weapons on and... Woo! Yeah, I know that Mise-en stream is pretty potent, but I don't think we actually hit with it. But we got some tuning software. Yeah, so I'm happy that we swapped weapons, that is for sure. All right, just giving that a go.
Hello there.
Mr. Rittman, you can proceed as before. Just spin around. Mr. Rittman, the controls are that way. All right, Mr. Rittman, now that you've figured your life out, let's get back to Maestro and see what he has to say. All right, Mr. Rittman, keep the engine running. I shouldn't be too long. Let's go deliver these security protocols to Maestro and call this one done. It's interesting to work with different type of people. Is that Ace? No. Sorry. Didn't mean to call you Ace. Goodbye. I'm sure we're going to run into Ace next time, as I believe his mission is next up. Unless, of course, Maestro has something else for us. Hello, Maestro. We have your security protocols,
Please
sir.
see to tasks at hand. Curs need to grow for Pirate Enterprise to flourish. Split appreciates you running these errands.
My
Split
pleasure.
would have sent other members to Station 2, but Curs all already well known to authorities.
Oh,
Higher
I'm a business
likelihood of
person.
arrest.
I'm good.
You are new face, less trouble. Well done, Chipmunk. These leaked security protocols help gain valuable insights into Ministry operations on Woodworm Scrubs. Will be useful for forging IDs.
Oh, gotcha. And what do we need the IDs for?
You will see when time is right.
All right, so that part is done, and we will be moving on to the second part, which I believe may be Ace. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, I liked how effective this particular Gladius was. So I will attach this to the Excalibur by itself, and I heard tell... Oh, that's an interesting view. I heard tell that you could do mass changes to multiple ships that share the same blueprint. So what we can do is all the Gladiuses that are on the Tiger's Claw right now, in one fell swoop, we can get them all modified to match this Gladius, so we won't be further behind. All right, so Mr. Pittman, if you please, you will be attacking with Commander.
Ship will be undocking soon. Can I help?
And go ahead and proceed with your current orders. All right, so now that we're undocked, we'll see where we will be heading, sort of get a sneak peek at where Ace wants us to go. And it looks like we're going back through 18 billion and up to Silent Witness 1 next to Argon Station. So that is interesting indeed. So yeah, we will get all of the Gladiuses updated in the meantime before I see you again. When I do see you again, we will take the Excalibur and Mr. Rittman here, and this Gladius in particular, to meet with Ace and prove our combat worth, as it were. Officially, the mission is to fly close to the station. It will be our task to convince one of the traders to part with cargo, even if it goes against their profit motive. Fret not, Chipmunk, I will accompany you every step of the way. So, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, we are not, but we might find some powerful friends around here. So, that will do it for me, everyone. Let me get these Gladiuses updated at my shipyard and then returned here to Windfall, and I will see you for Ace's job. Awesome, Mr. Rittman. Couldn't have done it any better myself, but you just docked and took off again. We're going to have a talk about Mr. Rittman. See ya.